I'm tired of every time, we get ready to go out of town, wherever we trying to go, I gotta go buy clothes. Getting ready to go on a trip with my boys, I gotta go buy clothes. Like I'm just getting tired. So I faced my fears. I went into the closet, looked at a couple things, grabbed a few pieces, and I ain't gonna lie. I grabbed a few. I bought a few things. Like I bought one out. I bought like two outfits. Well, actually, I bought an additional outfit that I ended up not using because I didn't know that the weather was gonna be what it was. So I still got an outfit for the next trip that me and my wife got coming up in March. I faced my fears though. Ultimately, while I was in my closet, I'm looking. I'm like, okay, this can go with this. This can go with that. And I walked in the closet today confidently. I'm talking about I had a great day. My wife was telling me like, yo, we got some plans with my in-laws, her mom and my father-in-law. And so I'm like, all right, cool. And watch this. I still had some work going on right before we went. We had to had a dinner at 6. I still had stuff going on. Went right into the closet confidently. I'm talking 5 minutes before I hopped in the shower. I already knew what I was wearing because I went in there and went, "Yep, let me get these pants that I probably done had for the last 7 years that still look crispy." Because what have I been doing with my time for the last 7 to 10 years? I've been just working. So a lot of my clothes, the only time I really get to wear them is on the weekend. I already know I can do this. My wife bought me this polo jumpsuit maybe a year, 2 years ago. Yeah, this is about 2 years old. The hoodie, polo hoodie, you know what I mean? The shirt is from Al Wassam. I think maybe 2 summers ago, my wife bought me this shirt for a concert. The hat, we bought in, where was this? We went to a marriage retreat and it was kind of cold up there and I didn't have no hat. Gray hat went with the cool grays that I had on. So you see what I'm saying? We went out to eat, everything was cool. And watch this. Oh, and I had on some shades. Now, I was walking with confidence. It was a couple ladies that was like checking me out, you know what I'm saying? Now, why do I say that? Because you mean to tell me I ain't have to put that on to go and get some attention? You mean to tell me I ain't have to, all right, what am I wearing? All right, I gotta go get some more clothes. Like, what is we doing? Aren't we tired of just spending? I'm trying to I'm trying to live in life. I'm not trying to be nickel and diming, going check to check. Some may say, "Oh, Mike, you maturing because you're getting older," and maybe that may be true, but I don't feel that is that. I've had enough broke periods. I've had enough money that I've spent on nothing, and I've also traveled. I've also did some things where I went, you know what? I want to do this a little bit more frequently. You know what I mean? And now, what am I trying to do? I'm looking at my closet. Okay, what can I do to not spend clothes? The last trip that we went on, we already had a bag. Now watch this. I went and got my wife a new bag because I seen that both of our clothes wasn't gonna fit into this luggage. So I went and bought a new bag. Now my wife already had a bag, but I'm low key getting the bag for me. And she ended up getting the bag. When I thought about it, I'm like, man, I should go get another bag. No, why? We already got what we need. And that's what I'm trying to do now is figure out ways to not have to spend money. Going to my closet going, you know what? Yeah, I can go buy some jeans. Yeah, I don't have to be cheap. Yeah, I work and I deserve this and that. But I feel that what I want to do is delay these things so much and wait until it's my turn to really shine. See, when I shine, I want to shine like none other. I want to shine like God created me to be, man. Stop playing. See, when you shine, there's only a certain shine that can come when you are at your greatest potential. Nobody else has the ability to shine like you. And so when you are in shape, when you are in position to be and walk this earth the way you was created to be, only you gonna shine like that. Can't nobody shine like me. And ultimately, I want people to see, wow, if he's shining like that, I wonder what my shine look like. You feel me? What do your shine look like? And that's all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to extract greatness from anybody that I come into contact with because people have extracted it from me. And now I just want to give it out because I owe up. You know what I mean? I feel that some of the decisions that I've made have gotten me into a position to where it's like, yo, you wasn't even supposed to come out of that. Now that you have come out of that, Now it's your turn. It's your responsibility to make sure that you are sharing with others the experience that you have had, the failure that you was able to skate around, the grace that I was given. And so now I just want to share it with others. And I'm just realizing, man, that there are so many liars out here. And I'm not afraid to tell the truth. Man, I notice too, I notice sometimes when I say the truth to certain people, they kind of look at me funny. You know, I remember going into a store and the guy telling me, I'm trying to think, what was this that I had bought? I only wanted one. And he like, you don't want the two for this? And in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I can buy the one and spend $2, or let's say three. And if I buy two, it's two for five. I'm still spending the additional $2. So ultimately I'm still losing. It's not even a deal for me. It's a deal for you that look like I'm getting more. But ultimately their goal is to sell more. It's not it's not my goal to buy more. When you go to the store, you don't go to the store going, I'm gonna buy in bulk unless we going grocery shopping. You ain't going, oh, they got the two bar now. As a consumer, you looking at that, you're looking at that going, that's a deal. But is it really a deal? Because what they're doing is they're extracting your pockets. They are extracting your pockets, and I'm tired of my pockets being extracted. That's why, yeah, I went in there. The pants that I got on is about 7 years old. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love these pants now. I'm not getting rid of these pants until I become a millionaire, just so I can show people like, yo, you better stop playing with this game. We better stop saying all this cool stuff and sharing all these posts, these memes, like that's gonna make us a better person. We have to act these things out, or we're gonna constantly be being extracted, probably for the rest of our life, our kids' life. And it's just gonna be a can that's being kicked down the road as a foul generational curse. And man, I don't want that to happen to my family. And here's the deal. This don't have nothing to do with I'm trying to pass down wealth to the family. I mean, if that just so happened to happen, cool. But I want to live how I want to live how I'm supposed to live, how it was destined for me to live down here on this earth. I want everything that was meant for me. I don't want to not have something because I bought into an ideology that sounds popular to the masses, or that sound cool coming from depending on who you rock with. Like, nah, bro, that don't sound cool to me. If my brother, if my mama, whoever come with me with some foolishness, no, that don't sound right. That don't sound smart. I know what I want to do with my financial future, and I know where I'm headed. You got to protect that at all costs. And I'm telling you, right now, I feel that we live in a world where we have way more than what we need. I have way more. We have way more than what we need, and we could be buying. I'm just tired. I'm so tired that every video that I make can be about this because I've had enough. And I just want people to understand, like, go in that closet, man, and put them old clothes on that you got. I didn't recognize one face tonight that would be able to come up to me and say, you had that on in that one picture. How do you even sound, bro? I'm 31 years old. I got a trade behind my name. I'm taking care of my family. And even if I did have to wear the same clothes every weekend because I'm trying to build up a couple checks to buy a house, you laughing at me? And I'm actually here too, enjoying dinner with my family, like how you enjoying dinner and lunch with your family. If somebody come to a restaurant, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I look at people and they got, I might just be like, man, dang, you might have to pray for somebody. But you go into a restaurant, people look at you going, can't believe they, like, think about that for a minute. We all come in here to do what? Eat. And somehow it then turned into a fashion show. Who gonna be the best dressed? Who gonna put that on? And here's the deal. I ain't even saying don't put that on. I was taught to put that on. That's how I was taught. That's where I'm from. If they catch me looking, my brother gonna be on my boy, I ain't teach you that. So yeah, I want to put that on. But what I'm saying is, until you're able to put that on, use what you got. I was walking through that place with these old clothes on, strutting. Yeah, I'm that dude. I'm that guy. Yeah, I woke up with breath in my body. I got a job. I was able to inspire today. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Do you know how much I got in my pockets? Do you know how much I got in the 401? Come on, man. No one knows what you have unless you show them your hand. forget these clothes. Forget the clothes. Hey, look, he provided for the birds and the animals and the bees. Won't he do that much more for you? Come on now. Come on now. Like we talking about clothes? We talking about clothes? How about hey look, how about the best dressed person stand up? Let's clap for him. Let's clap for him. Now, how much money you got in your pocket right now? Or how much money do you have access to? Now we having a different story. Now, I'm not saying let's put somebody on blast, but I'm just saying let's put this in perspective here. That person who has on that outfit, because we've all faked it until we make it. Some things I still got to fake till I make right now. We've all done it. But what I'm saying is, are you able to match? Like, you looking good, but are you like, how are your finances looking? Do you have a healthy financial plan? You feel me? Or did you just get dressed because it's the weekend, it's Friday? Let's get real here now. Let's be real. And I'm not saying not to enjoy yourself, but all I'm saying is go put them old clothes on. I'm still getting money. I'm still collecting the check. And I'm still shoveling snow, raking leaves, cutting grass. That bag gonna continue to come. But let me tell you what I'm trying to do less of. Eating out, buying unnecessary clothes. I'm only trying to buy clothes now when I travel. Because why? That stuff is still gonna be, after a while, after you buy so many pairs of clothes, you closet is loaded now. Especially if you don't really get a chance to go out and hang out like that. You working Monday through Friday. When you get off work, you only have enough time to make your lunch, go to the gym, maybe call and check on a few family members, digress a little bit because you don't want to just be straight work. So you really only have Saturday and Sunday. Most people ain't doing nothing on Sunday. They chilling, getting ready from work. So we can go into a whole nother session just off of Saturday. Like, low key, we all only got one day to where we really can go crazy. Why are we buying so many clothes? We got one day that we can go crazy? Because what is most people doing on Sunday? Most people ain't trying to hang on a Sunday. Oh yeah, I done had a few people. Yeah, man, let's do something next weekend, bro. Which is perfectly fine, but I'm just making a point here. Most people don't want to do things on Sunday, which means you're only leaving Saturday. And see, I'm only thinking about Saturday because I don't party on Friday nights because I usually got something going on. Now, went out to things, and recently I've went out to some stuff on a Friday. But I'm just saying, most people too tired on a Friday. They might go out, they might not, unless you're just a partier for real. But most people, Friday is just like a spare of the moment type of deal. Let's do some research. Friday, I feel, is just like a spare of the moment type of deal. And then you got Saturday where people are like, oh yeah, let's pop out. And then maybe Sunday. But all I'm saying is, if you can argue this with me to death, all I'm saying is, do people really have, okay, let's just say 2 outfits. Do people really have that much time? If you bought 2 outfits a month, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, that's 10 outfits. And you mean to tell me that after a while, every single, like, if you do that for a whole year, will those clothes be ran down? Are we really going to be wearing that stuff like that before a person go, I forgot that you had that? Let's just be real here. Let's put things into perspective here. We're not, well, some of us may be kids depending on who's watching this video, but let's just be mature. Even the younger adults, where are you really going like that? To impress somebody who's still living in their mama house. Let's break this down for all ages. Come on now. Anybody under 10, they still playing with toys. They still being graded based off of their knowledge, not for pay. So you got your 10 through 20, which are still in school. Well, not 10 through 20, but let's just say 10 through 18. Yeah, you still stepping out with your friends, but you still living in your mom's house. So really, low key, you really don't even need nothing like that. Whatever your people buying you, 18 to 24, you really, and it's hard out here. I just got on my own. You trying to get the ball rolling. So you really don't even have it like that to just be blowing it. Why? Because depending on where you live, car insurance might be up there. Depending on where you're trying to live, you might even have to become a roommate. You know how many people I done heard saying, man, I had to move in with somebody. This person had to move in with me. I had to move in with them. So what are we really doing here? That's all I'm trying to get us to do is wake up. And I actually should have said this in the beginning, but why I'm so proud is because when I walked through the doors of that restaurant, I knew I was forgetting something. I'm so sick. I'm so sick that I waited to the end to say this. But ultimately what I was trying to get to was, and I forgot to tell y'all what shoes I had on. This is I'm about to land the plane with this. When I walked through the restaurant, my father-in-law says to me, "Oh man, nice shoes. I want some new shoes." I had on some Nike boots that I don't want to say I don't necessarily care for, but I just don't. And then this is my favorite color, by the way. It just seems like they look a little faded. Like I just don't like how the coloring and I feels like the way the color sheds, if you will. I have another pair that's like burgundy, and they still kind of got like that darkness to them. And these ones, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just something about them that don't hit. But my father-in-law says to me, "Those are nice." I'm talking about, I had to look down to see what he was talking about. Like, is he talking to me? I looked down. I looked at what he had on. He had on some Nike boots too. In my head, I'm like, wow. I really said to myself, walked in the closet with the strength of David. I'm wearing this, and those. And low key, this was pre-planned. Back when I was in the closet packing, I just was looking at the clothes that I had. I could put that together because I don't want to have that panic mode. But I couldn't believe that my father-in-law said what he said. And I'm not in shock, like I'm just not like used to attention. But it was just the fact that was strategically planned. I said, I'm going in the closet and I'm putting on this. And this that I picked, it hit. Pop's like, "Oh yeah, them sweet. I want some." I encouraged him to speak up and tell me what he wanted. My boots weren't even new. Crazy. And I love that because it just proves to me that let me just wear what I got. Let me just keep taking care of what I got. So that when it is time for me to go out of town, I can go crazy. Or so when I want to pop out, I got the money to get whatever I want versus me settling and getting what's on sale, the cheapest. Or when they come back and tell you what this shoe that you just gotta have, when they really tell you the price, you're like, oh man, you ain't looking to get the credit card so you can get the additional 20% off. You ready to You feel me? That's all. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Let us have the finances needed when needed to get what it is that we want instead of settling for what we want or for what we can. Well, I can get this now. I'll just get that later. Let's stop doing that. Let's wear the clothes that we have in our closet already. You know what I mean? Like, let's stop trying to impress people who don't even have what our goals is. I ain't looking down or bashing nobody. But I just want somebody to understand, whoever you are out there, I want you to know, man, like, I see you. I see you, bro. I see you with the joggies on. I see you with the work clothes on. I see you. I see you. All you got is a white tee and a pair of sweats. Bro, I ain't judging you, bro. I ain't judging you. I remember working 4-5 years, not really going out like that. Remember when I first was able to go to the club, I'm in there nodding off at 11 because I had just got fired from a job and had to work at a new job to where I had to be there at 4 o'clock in the morning. I remember those days. So whatever level you're on, enjoy that level, man, because I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie, man. When you get to a certain level where you just have stuff, it starts to feel normal. That's just how we are as human beings. That's why I'm like, you know what? Instead of me trying to go get the next outfit, there has to be a strength in the reverse psychology of, let me go in my closet and make this look sweet. Or let me go in there and put this together. What's crazy is there's people who actually do that. They sell these stuff at resale shops. We was just in Vegas, and as we was leaving and walking through the airport, they was selling Gucci bags and Louis bags that was refurbished, and they were selling them for $2,000-$3,000. So you mean to tell me you can't go in your closet and freak something and put something together and be scantless with it? That's all I'm saying. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Let's change the game. You feel me? Let's change the game and show people how to pass go and collect. They 200.